wrong with people? No, for real. What the hell is wrong with people? It's the thought process of me. What's wrong with people? You know, I don't understand. You know, when you try to come out your comfort zone and you go from point A to Z and things that you need to do on your everyday basis, but then you reevaluate your life and say, dang, I gotta run to the store real quick. I really need that. One of those moments. And you have to reevaluate your whole life and pray. Because it's not you. When you know it's not you, it's not you. It be other people testing your gangster. Like they will say certain stuff to you and you be reevaluating your life like, what are you talking about, ma'am, sir? Like those type of people when you got to go outside and interact with them and stuff like that. The ones that don't got common sense. Like stuff like this. You ever been to a store minding your business, minding your business to go purchase something? You making a purchase with them making a purchase, right? And you ask the cashier, hey, how you doing? How you doing? I want to acknowledge something today. If I make this purchase, right, and I get home and it doesn't work, right, will I be able to come back to the store and exchange it or get my money back? They want to imply and keep repeating themselves. It works. It works. It's not about it working. It's the thought process for me. You still didn't answer my question. Why are you repeating yourself for, fool? And then they acknowledge, do you have the merchandise on you as so we can see to plug it up or something? No, I don't. It be the thought process of me. It shouldn't matter if you have the equipment on you or not at the end of the day. And I say this respectfully. Because my thing is, if you're making a purchase, okay, to a consumer, okay, ma'am, sir, it's either 7-day return, no exchange, have a nice day. It'd be the thought process for me. Or swipe out. Why people be making their job more difficult than when they being difficult? So, you have to reevaluate your life. Like, you already gave this fool the money. You gave him the freaking money already, right? And they give you back the money. You reevaluating yourself and saying yourself is, okay, this is why. I don't spend money with everybody. Because at the same time, too, ma'am, sir, going to say, you don't listen. Excuse me? I'm acknowledging when I get to my destination, I plug it up. Regardless if I have the merchandise on me or not at the end of the day, I'm inquiring, I'm making a sell to you. If it doesn't work when I get to my destination, am I able to exchange it or get my money back? So you didn't hear anything that I said, but you're telling me I'm not listening to you? I'm sorry, sister, brother. I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. Are you my brother and my sister? How? When you just went against me? Me as the consumer at the end of the day, I'm acknowledging, can I exchange it or return it? It should be no reason why you're telling me I'm not comprehending what you're saying. I didn't ask you if it worked or not. I'm asking you in a moment of spare, things happen, right? I could take it out the box and it magically don't work. You know? It be the thought process for me. This is why you can't spend money with everybody. Where's the respect at? You acknowledge them with respect and you get disrespected at the end. It be the thought process for me. I apologize. I was rude to you. I shouldn't have said that to you. You wasn't listening. To reevaluate your own thought process, the consumer is talking to you. And you're not acknowledging the consumer. You override what the consumer was trying to say to you when they were actually asking a common sense question. You see how that works? Now, say it could have been someone else with a different type of temper. And they understood the assignment to be on to show up and have self-control within themselves, right? So because they have self-control, and once they hear you not listening part, now they got an attitude. Not everybody's the same. And this is how altercations start with innocent people at the end of the day because they're trying to defend themselves. And they feel like somebody playing in their face. This is how people get locked up every single day. And I say that respectfully. because they're trying to defend themselves against the enemy when the enemy steps in. It be the thought process for me. Someone wants to go into an establishment to make a purchase, right? The consumer wants to make a purchase. And you mean to tell me if the consumer's inquiring, hey, how you doing? Can you show me where the black and white outline says to exchange or return back, and how many days do I have? Or if you don't see it, you verbally ask and you get the person's name. That's what I thought. This is what I'm saying. Like, everybody is not deserving of your time and day. It be a thought process for me. Now, just that fast, somebody can be in handcuffs going to jail because of the fact that that man manipulated the situation, or that woman manipulated the situation because it sounded good. Or, you know why? Where's the comprehension? Is a language barrier too. What happens when it's the language barrier? It's crazy how common sense ain't common sense no more when it comes to respect. Now, just like that, you would have had somebody working on a person that's working on their anger today, right? And they get into a situation like that. Everything going so smooth until they got to that part when that person said what they said. You not listening. And it's not just saying it multiple times, but they're saying it multiple times so you can actually hear them. And you're inquiring why. Like, it's not even why you're saying that, but that's not what I'm talking about, though. It be the thought process for me. It's never that serious. You could always go to somebody else, but it's just that fast. Somebody life can change. You know how when you going outside to mind your business and you ain't got nobody to defend you when you're in the right and they're in the wrong because it's their place of business, that energy hit different. It do. It really does. And you have to protect yourself at all times. Not manipulate the situation, but when something actually happens to you, be firm with what you're saying. Don't let nobody overlook you at the end of the day. Or don't be out here fake gaslighting people at the end of the day because you don't understand yourself, how to show for yourself today. And I say that respectfully. It's the thought process for me. How when you come out your comfort zone just to go from point A to Z, you gotta come encounter with stuff like this. Or it's the language barrier. I don't got nothing against no culture at the end of the day. I don't. But it's really getting bad. It's getting bad. The language barrier is getting bad. In certain areas where certain individuals live, it's getting bad. Like, how can someone say, I need help at the end of the day, and you saying that you don't understand English? Who hired you? How did you get this job? If you can't even comprehend when someone's saying, I need help, call 9910. When you know, you know. It's the thought process for me. The language barrier is getting really bad. And people have elderly parents. They have children, nieces, nephews, cousins, aunts, uncles. At the end of the day, like, you want them to be safe at all times. And I say that respectfully. You will want them to be safe. It be the thought process for me. Wow. Now you're genuine love, respect. Protect your energy, because not everybody is deserving your time. It's the thought process for me. Have a safe day and have a safe week.